Hey, I got these truth burgers, man. Want some?
No,
You can't handle the truth!
I just want to be in my safe space.
It's no secret that Phase 4 of the MCU has been a mixed bag of shit, piss, and vomit-inducing content.
Oh, God!
Phase 3 of the MCU produced some great and solid stuff, but it also foreshadowed the direction that Disney was going to take the franchise in.
It's not possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
I'm scared!
Fool. Your people need a king.
No, they already have one. It's time for me to be who I am rather than who I'm supposed to be. But you're a leader.
No, please! No more! No more!
I don't know how you're gonna get us through all that.
Don't worry.
She's got help.
I don't want to!
The MCU, as with most of Hollywood, has abandoned great storytelling in favor of pandering and identity politics. Phase 4 kicked off with WandaVision, a show about a powerful witch who enslaves an entire town filled with innocent people as she plays house with her make-believe family. Despite enslaving and torturing innocent people, the writers want us to believe that she was justified in her actions.
Let us go!
They'll never know what you sacrificed for them.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Next up in Phase 4, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a show that tells us we need to do better when labeling a super soldier ginger girl as a terrorist for wanting to blow up a car with a bunch of innocent people in it.
Worst case scenario, we kill the hostages.
There's still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
You have to stop calling them terrorists.
You've got to do better, Senator.
The third installment of Phase 4 is the Loki series, a show that's supposed to start the multiverse theme that will be prevalent throughout this phase of the MCU. Loki showed us that it's totally okay to fall in love with an alternate version of yourself.
You're amazing.
You fell for yourself.
I mean, really? The fuck, dude? The fuck?
And that some random normal human being managed to control the multiverse timeline, outsmarting Avengers, Asgardians, Egyptian gods, Eternals, androids, and every being that's ever existed.
I ended the multiversal war. Hence, ages of cosmic harmony.
You're welcome.
Don't tell me I'm a disappointment.
Aiden and I can go through the rest of the shit that Marvel has pumped out, but we believe you guys get the picture. That is, until one movie came out which gave us some hope.
There's always hope.
Spider-Man No Way Home hit theaters in December 2021. That's right, folks. It took 9 fucking installments into Phase 4 before we got something right. Audiences got something that we never thought would be possible. Tom Holland's Spider-Man teaming up with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to face off against their most fierce of rivals. No Way Home showcased fantastic storytelling that had Tom Holland's Spider-Man face real challenges and struggles not seen in the 2 films prior. Peter was forced to make decisions that would affect his life as well as his loved ones. He embraced the Spider-Man we were waiting for him to become, and just as importantly, we finally got to see what this multiverse storyline could bring to the MCU. It was the type of movie that stiffens up the nipples of the most pessimistic of keyboard critics, including us.
Oh, it is? Oh, jeez.
So when Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was close to being released, we had every reason to be excited. A film that many believed was finally going to explore the multiverse in the MCU and possibly introduce popular characters everyone was waiting to see. A movie that brought back Sam Raimi into the superhero genre. Surely Disney and Marvel would not drop the ball on this one. Right?
Wrong.
Yeah, it didn't help releasing a show whose titular character was hardly in it. Before releasing this movie, Disney should have gone straight from No Way Home into Doctor Strange 2 and released Moon Knight, you know, never.
Shut up, bitch.
Anyways, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a total mess of a movie. Plot holes around every corner, stupid dialogue, and poor decision making, completely undermining previously established characters, all topped off with, guess what?
But wait, there's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Woke politics.
Yeah, let's just execute judgment.
We have...
In the name of Jesus,
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
I execute judgment on you.
The film begins with an alternate version of Dr. Stephen Strange and America Chavez.
If one of y'all says some silly-ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
Being chased by a demon between universes as they are searching for the Book of Vishanti. America Chavez kinda looks like she belongs on a Disney Plus show along with Miss Marvel, and just her not being a big MCU film.
You might not be an A, but you are a B+.
Anyhow, Ponytail Strange gets killed and Chavez accidentally creates a portal that transports herself and Strange's corpse to Earth 616, our planet. Our universe's Strange wakes up and thinks he's just tripping.
Shit, I'm gonna die, man. This stuff's gonna make me die, man.
No, that's good acid.
Hey, man, I never had it before, man.
While attending Christine Palmer's wedding, whom he still loves and simps for, he encounters Chavez getting attacked by a demonic octopus. After saving her, she explains that he was not dreaming. The dreams show what Doctor Strange's alternate universe counterpart is going through, and she explains that she is being chased by demons across the multiverse.
Marvel wastes no time in introducing the real main character of this train wreck of a script. Seeing the witchcraft runes on the demon, Doctor Strange consults with Wanda Maximoff. During this encounter, the writers managed to tuck in some lines about how awesome Wanda is at the expense of Spider-Man, Ant-Man, and Hawkeye.
Given the choice between the archer with the mohawk and several bug-themed crime fighters,
or one of the most powerful magic wielders on the planet,
it's an easy call.
Fuck you.
Yes, because in today's world of movies, where every character with a vagina is close to invincible, it needs to be doubled down on how superior Wanda is to all the male Avengers. Too bad that in any universe, films about Wanda Maximoff will never gross nearly as much as the bug-themed crime fighter Spider-Man in the box office.
Don't be a toxic cisgendered male, Ollie.
Hey, had to say it. Anyhow, Wanda confirms it's her who has been responsible for the attacks on America Chavez. Since becoming the Scarlet Witch, Maximoff has become corrupted by the Darkhold and believes controlling the multiverse with Chavez's power will allow her to reunite with Billy and Tommy, the fake children she created in WandaVision. And despite being a powerful sorcerer, Doctor Strange is still a heterosexual cisgender white male, which means he's written to be an idiot. This man was seeking Wanda's help and unintentionally handed over Chavez's location to the enemy.
Undercover, Tosh. He'll get you back on the lunchbox.
What?
Had it not been for Wanda dropping the ball and saying America's name before Doctor Strange told her, she probably would have gotten away with her crimes.
You never told me her name, did you?
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Strange also didn't know that the place he went to visit Wanda in was just an illusion. Seriously, isn't this guy supposed to be a powerful sorcerer? Isn't he supposed to be able to spot shit like this? I swear, Doctor Strange is the type of guy to have Jimmy Savile babysit his kids.
I'm a very tricky fella.
Wanda's character's motives aren't written any better. She practically bitches about being with her fake kids in another universe. I mean, why travel across universes to be with kids that technically aren't yours? Isn't that kidnapping? I mean, bitch, why not just have kids with someone in this universe? I guess that would require Wanda to walk around pregnant. And in a world where go-girl power is waging war on the nuclear family, we cannot possibly have that now, can we?
And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Would we? Would we?
Strange brings up the point that Wanda created her fake kids using magic, to which Wanda replies that all mothers create their children with magic, completely neglecting the role of fathers everywhere.
Wanda, your children aren't real. You created them using magic.
That's what every mother does.
That is so lame!
And of course, Disney will not waste an opportunity to call out the patriarchy when Wanda says, "You break the rules and become a hero. I do it and become the enemy," alluding to male privilege.
You break the rules and become a hero. I do it and I become the enemy. That doesn't seem fair.
She's a hero. She is stunning and brave. Yep, that's right.
Got to pack in some feminist narratives about double standards in there, even though Strange gave Thanos the Time Stone because it was the only way to save the universe, while Wanda is killing innocent people in order to kidnap some kids.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Doctor Strange refuses to surrender Chavez, who is being protected in Camartage. The period written Wanda slaughters all of the sorcerers there. Chavez accidentally transports herself and Strange across the multiverse to Earth 838. This Earth is basically a world where the Green New Deal is reality since it's green as a motherfucker. They also show a scene where Doctor Strange is eating pizza and Chavez insists he doesn't have to pay for it. America says that she finds our Earth weird because we have to pay for food, while across most universes, food is completely free.
How'd you pay for that?
It was free. Food's free in most universes, actually. It's weird, you guys have to pay for it.
Gee, I wonder what that reminds me of.
The stupidity of this script doesn't stop there, as we come across a memory lane store, which projects people's deepest memories. This scene is a cheap way to give us some background on both characters. Christine gave Strange a watch. America Chavez has 2 mommies, and her powers were triggered because she was scared of a bee.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
Why would any planet in any universe have this shit? Who the fuck wants to share their deepest memories with strangers out in public anyways?
I know mines would be embarrassing.
Wanda uses the Darkhold to dreamwalk, taking control of her Earth 838 counterpart, who lives a suburban life with her own Billy and Tommy. Strange there's no mention of a father. Guess that would go against Disney's war on the nuclear family, and we can't have that now, can we?
And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Would we? Would we?
Anyways, a surviving sorcerer from Wanda's attack on Camartage sacrifices herself to destroy the Darkhold and breaks the Dreamwalk. Enraged, Wanda forces Wong, whom she's captured, to lead her to Mount Wundagore, a forbidden ancient ruin with the powers of the Darkhold.
Back on Earth 838, Chavez and Doctor Strange, who's become a supporting character in his own film, are arrested by the Sorcerer Supreme, Karl Mordo, and brought before the Illuminati, basically this universe's version of the Avengers, consisting of Mordo, Captain Carter, Black Bolt, Captain Marvel, Dr. Reed Richards, and Professor Charles Xavier. Introducing a black Captain Marvel and female Captain America basically foreshadows what Marvel plans on doing with this multiverse storyline. Swap traditionally white heroes, especially males, with diverse counterparts and then give themselves a pat on the back for promoting some agenda. Forget about making original and well-written characters who happen to be representatives of minorities. Nah, we will just revise childhood heroes as whatever we want them to be in 2022.
The Illuminati explains to Strange that Earth 838's version of himself caused a universe-destroying incursion due to their Doctor Strange's attempt to stop Thanos by using the Darkhold. They decided to kill their version of Strange to keep him from causing more harm, and Mordo believes that this Strange is just as dangerous. Wanda, in the meantime, reestablishes the Dreamwalk connection using the power of Mount Wundagore and takes control of her Earth 838's counterpart's body. She slaughters all of the Illuminati members except Mordo, Mr. Fantastic, a character many were waiting to see get introduced into the MCU, being labeled as the smartest man alive, only to get shredded like paper by Wanda as a waste of a cameo. Black Bolt is killed with his own voice, and Professor X, one of the most powerful mutants to ever live, gets easily disposed of. Of course, the female characters, Captain Carter and Captain Marvel, put up the best fight before being disposed of. Seriously, when did Wanda become the strongest character in the MCU? There are no limits to her power. We also gotta acknowledge this shit line of dialogue.
I have children of my own. I understand your pain.
Is their mother still alive?
Yes.
Good. There will be someone left to raise them.
Do you go out with friends?
Well, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Just another example of this film really hammering down on that anti-masculinity and nuclear family theme.
Strange and Chavez escape from Earth 838 with the help of that world's Christine Palmer. They enter the space between universes to find the Book of Vishanti, which is the antithesis to the Darkhold. But Wanda appears and destroys it. She takes over Chavez's mind using her powers to send the others to an inclusion-destroyed universe. Back on Earth 616, Wanda begins the spell to take Chavez's powers. Strange, now stuck in the destroyed universe he was sent to with Christine Palmer, meets the dark version of himself to whom he identifies himself. This part has some shit writing as Strange proves his identity to Sinister Strange by recalling the tragic drowning death of his sister.
Who are you? What are you? I'm just one of us. Prove it. We had a sister. She died when we were kids. How? We were playing on a frozen lake. She fell through the ice. I couldn't save her.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell?
I smell bullshit.
Isn't this supposed to be an alternative universe with certain events playing out completely differently? What are the chances that Doctor Strange runs into an evil version of himself that's lived the same life event? More importantly, how exactly would he know that this version of himself shared that same moment?
It's fucking stupid.
Doctor Strange defeats the emo version of himself, who has been corrupted by his universe's Darkhold.
Emos suck! Emos are horrible! They're posers!
Emos suck my golf balls.
And then uses the book to dreamwalk into the corpse of the deceased Ponytail Strange. Zombie Strange saves Chavez from Wanda and encourages her to use her abilities. Chavez uses her powers to send Wanda to Earth 838, where she sees Billy and Tommy recoil from her in fear while crying for their real mother. And because modern films shy away from evil female characters, Wanda sees the error of her ways and begins to atone for her actions.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wanda uses her powers to destroy Mount Wundagore along with herself so that no one could ever get a hold of the Darkhold ever again in any universe. Her actions are laughably pardoned by the group as they comment on her having done the right thing.
Then Chavez transports Strange and Christine Palmer back to their respective universes. As they say goodbye, Strange confesses his love for her and blames himself for their relationship never working out. Unfortunately for him, Strange must return to his own universe where he's cucked and forced to watch Christine marry some other guy.
We're only friends. I thought we were more than that!
America Chavez becomes the student at Kamar Taj, and the movie ends with Doctor Strange walking down the street, falling down, and growing a third eye. There During a mid-credit scene, old-ass Charlize Theron pops up to warn Doctor Strange that his actions have triggered an intrusion that must be fixed. Oh boy, another strong female character that's gonna lead Doctor Strange in future installments. Can't wait. Seriously, they might as well put a dog collar on this guy.
And that's it. A movie that is actually a film about America Chavez and Wanda Maximoff, which uses Doctor Strange's title as a host to its parasitic nature. It's a film that shies away from making Wanda a real villain and tries to paint her as some sympathetic anti-hero. We're constantly reminded that she's justified in her actions because she's a mother searching for her kids. The scene with the kids Wanda's trying to kidnap, throwing toys at her, is meant to be an eye-opening moment for Wanda, but it's just laughably silly.
Get away from our mom! Stop it!
It would have made more sense for Vision to show up and convince Wanda to stop, but we can't have a male, even if he's not fully human, save the day. It has to be the misunderstood female villain saving the world from herself. That way she redeems herself, and everything is forgiven, despite the trail of countless dead bodies across multiple universes. Meanwhile, the film does not miss a single beat in reminding us that Doctor Strange will never become Sorcerer Supreme. It seems that in every universe, he's a fuck-up who was corrupted by the Darkhold, simps for Christine, and loses her. And of course, America Chavez is the real hero of this film, who only needed Doctor Strange to provide her with validation and positive affirmations.
When it comes to positives, the performances are mainly solid. Benedict Cumberbatch and Elizabeth Olsen do the best they can with the material that they're given. Multiverse of Madness is a visually impressive movie which benefits from Sam Raimi's directing style. The horror elements spread throughout this film are pretty fun to watch as they have some Evil Dead influences in them, and in some scenes Wanda reminds us of Carrie. The fights between Doctor Strange and Mordo and then Strange and his evil counterpart are also pretty good highlights. But this movie is more style over substance than anything else. Mix that up with identity politics and you have the recipe for most of MCU's modern installments. With phase 4 of the MCU, Disney is destroying everything that made these beloved characters popular superheroes. Traditional superheroes no longer exist as they're all written to have some sort of emotional baggage or traumatic past. Male characters, whether white or of color, are more often than not written as idiots who need to be led by one-dimensional strong female characters. It's rare to see a masculine male character as anything associated with males and masculinity gets labeled as toxic. Meanwhile, female characters are written as masculine, stoic, smart, brave, courageous, and so forth. We see where this multiverse phase is going, with Disney opting to appease the woke crowd and replacing our childhood heroes for no other reason than to push some diversity quota. And shit, I guess it's too much to ask of Disney and Marvel to write original characters who are relatable to anybody despite their race or gender. Race and gender swapping characters is not a victory for diversity in film. It's a lazy way of trying to manipulate and appease a small group of the public who believes Hollywood is on their side. Many people, white, black, Latino, gay, straight, liberal, conservative, and so forth, see through this phony bullshit facade put up by Hollywood.
I can see right through you.
As far as this Phase 4 multiverse storyline goes, it's clear that the writers don't know where the fuck this thing is headed and are hoping for everything to connect on its own. It's all content for the sake of content, and we're supposed to just sit there and enjoy it just because.
You will sit there and you will enjoy it.
Why does a movie with the word multiverse in its title hardly explore the actual multiverse?
Don't ask, no questions.
Why doesn't the TVA from the Loki series try to terminate America Chavez for possessing the power to travel across universes?
Don't ask!
Oh, Better yet, what makes America Chavez so fucking special that there aren't any alternative versions of her, you ask?
I said don't ask.
Where were the Avengers or Eternals when Khonshu was rearranging the night sky in Moon Knight, you wonder?
I said don't ask.
Where the fuck is Vision in all of this?
Where is he?
I said don't ask.
And a Blade that's played by a coked out Dennis Rodman?
I said don't ask. No questions. Just give the money.
And that's all, folks. We are Aiden and Ollie.
And we're our single mom's whole world.
And please, stop swiping left on her Tinder profile.